Hey, good day, everyone. So, the topic for this video is plane and spherical trigonometries. So, first, let's have the definition of angle. So, angle is a geometric figure formed by two rays meeting at a common endpoint called the vertex. So, sabi two rays, o ito yung isa, ray AB, tsaka ray BC. And they meet at a common endpoint that we called is it as the vertex. So, ito yon. So, itong vertex na to, meron yan angle. So, sa isang angle, no, so, meron tayong the initial side kung saan nagsimula and meron tayong terminal side kung alin yung bumuka. So, next, we have the definition of degree. So, it is the common measure of angle. So, meron din naman tayong tinatawag na radian. So, degree is pag sinabi nating 1 degree, 1/360 part of the circumference of a circle. So 1 revolution is equal to 360 degrees. So we have some conversion here na 360 degrees, 1 degree, 1 rev is equal to 360 degrees, 1 degree is 60 minutes, and is equal to 3,600 seconds. So 1 second is 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So let's convert each of the following to degrees, minutes, and seconds. So dito hindi ko na ituturo yung manual. So gawin na natin yung tag dito by calcu, no? Yeah, kita yung calculator. Yan, so kita na yung calculator. So, gagawin lang natin, tatype lang natin 185.23 and then pindutin nyo lang, hanapin nyo lang sa calcu nyo itong ganito, itong may degree, minute, seconds. Tapos equals. So, ayan, naka-DMS na siya or degree, minute, seconds. Tapos pindutin nyo lang to pabalik para maging degree. No? So, ganun din yung gagawin nyo sa ibang example dito. Ayan. So, naka-DMS na sila. Same for negative. So, ganun lang siya kasimple using calculator. Okay? So, next. Uh, so, ito naman, radian. Measure of an angle. So the ratio of the arc subtended by that angle to the length of the radius of a circle centered at the vertex of angle is in equation form. So T is equal to S over R. So where T is a radian measure of angle, S is the arc length, and R is the length of the radius. So ito yung formula natin for converting degree to radian and vice versa. So ito lang naman yan. Ito yung pag hinahanap is radian. Sorry. So pagka degree, ito yung gagamitin natin. Ito naman, dito naman ipa-plug in yung radian. So kaya to pag hinanap yung degree, ipa-plug in lang natin yung radian dyan. And vice versa. So pwedeng ito lang yung tandaan natin na equation. So let's try this one. So find the length of the arc subtended by the central angle of 2 radian in circle of radius 4 cm. So, hinahanap yung arc subtended. So, ito yung formula natin. Kung arc yung hinahanap, magiging TR yan. Okay? And then, S is equal to, ang T natin is 2 radian, and yung radius natin is 4 cm. So, therefore, yung arc subtended is 8 cm. So, ganun lang siyang kasimple. Next, so express 60 degree, 60 degree in radius or in radian. So, ano formula natin? Over 180 is equal to T, ano ba yun? T over pi. So, since sinanap yung t, so, pinapakita ko lang naman dito kung paano yung ano, ah, paano nangyayari. So, ito na yung gagamitin nating formula. So, ipa-plug in lang natin dyan yung 60, yung pi as is yan. So, hindi natin siya papalitan ng value. So, di 60 degrees divided by 180 degrees, edi 1/3. So, 1/3 pi or gawin natin pi over thirds. So, karaniwan, naka-pi ah, ang region natin. Okay, next. So, express 1 rad in degrees. So, 1 rad in degrees. So, paano naman to? So, yung formula naman is tapos 180 over pi. So, dito, i-plug in natin yung 1 rad. So, 180 degrees over pi. So, itong pi, gagamitin na natin yung value niyan. So, kaya pag ang ginawa natin, 1 times 180 degrees over pi, so, mas magiging sagot natin is 57.29577.451 degree. Or, pwede natin gawing DMS, 44.81 seconds. So 7 degrees, 17 minutes, and 44.81 seconds. So next, we have the classification of angles. So acute angle between 0 and 90 degrees. Right angle exactly 90 degrees yung opening. Obtuse angle between 90 and 180 degrees yung opening. We also have straight angle. So measuring exactly 180 degrees and reflex angle between 180 and 360 degrees. So ito naman alam na natin simula pa lang nung high school, no? So triangle naman is a polygon with three sides. So classification of triangles according to sides. So we have the equilateral triangle na same yung measurement ng sides. We have the isosceles, so two sides are equal, therefore we have two equal angles. And the escalene, triangle with no equal sides. Okay? So we can classify also triangles according to their angles. We have right angle. So one with the right angle, so yung isang side doon is, yung isang angle doon is 90 degrees. So the longest side is called the hypotenuse and the other two sides are legs. Then we have the acute angle, triangle with all of its angles are acute. So less than 90 degrees lahat yung angle ng acute angle. We have obtuse angle. So isa dun sa mga tawag dito, angles natin ay obtuse. And also not mentioned this, we also have equiangular. Pag sinabi natin equiangular, same yung measurement ng angles, which is, isang beses lang naman nangyayari yon sa 60-60-60 na triangle. So, trigonometric functions naman tayo para sa mga acute angle in a right triangle. So, itong trigonometric function, applicable to sa mga right triangle, no? So, trigonometric, yung Sokatawa Kausatsu natin. So, applicable yun sa right angle, right triangle. So, sa right triangle na to, we have angle A, B, and C. And mapapansin natin, yung mga opposite side nila, no? Yun yung uh, mga opposite side, no? Na tinatawag natin. Ano ba, si angle A, opposite niya yung side A. Si angle B, opposite niya yung side B. And si angle C, opposite niya yung side C. So, ito yung six trigonometric function natin ng acute angle. Okay? So, we have the, ayan, so, TOA. No, ito yung ating mnemonics. So, sine is equal to opposite side over hypotenuse. Cosine is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. And tangent is equal to opposite over adjacent. And then, meron din naman tayong cow, siya, cho. No? Cotangent, adjacent over opposite. Secant is hypotenuse over adjacent, and cosecant, hypotenuse over opposite. So, ito naman, magkabaligtad to. Same here, baligtaran sila. Tapos ito, magkabaligtad lang sila. So, let's solve for the right triangle ABC, given A is equal to 180 and B is 3.6. So, find the missing side and angle. So, medyo madami to, no? So, let's say we have here. So, ito yung ating triangle. So, let's say this is A, B, and C. So, therefore, ang side A natin is yung opposite ni angle A. So, dito natin lagay yung 1.8. And then, yung B naman, side B is opposite ni angle B. So, dito yon 3.6. Okay? So, paano pwede natin gawin dyan? We can find side C by Pythagorean theorem, no? So, 1.8 squared plus 3.6 squared. C is equal to, gawin muna nating, dito, fraction. Para hindi masyadong mahaba isulat. So, pag hinanap natin naman yung mga missing angle, let's say, angle A. Hanapin natin si angle A. So, paano natin mahanap si angle A? So, si angle A, we can use ito, tsaka ito. Kaya, opposite over hypotenuse, sine. Or pwedeng gamitan na lang natin lahat ng tangent. O, let's say, para hanapin yung angle, gagamit tayo ng arctan, no? So since kung ang gagamitin natin is opposite adjacent, tangent yan. Tangent is equal to opposite over adjacent. O, tangent theta. Kaya lang, since angle yung hinahanap natin, no, since angle yung missing, ito, so itatranspose natin tong tangent, magiging angle is equal to arctan. Yan yung gagamitin natin sa calculus. Opposite over adjacent. So pag hinanap natin, opposite is arctan, opposite is 1.8 over 3.6. Yan. So ang angle A natin is 26.56505.118 degrees. Ayan. And then si angle B naman, no? So pwede nating hanapin si angle B. Ano pwede nating gamitin? Pwede ulit tayong gumamit ng arctangent, no? So arctangent, angle B. O anong opposite ng angle B? Ito naman, 3.6 over ang adjacent niya is 1.8. So 63.4349488.2. Okay? So si angle C, paano natin hanapin? Since sinabi naman sa problem na right to, so automatic angle C is 90 degrees. So hindi na natin siya kailangan computein. Or kung gusto nyo, ipag-add natin itong dalawa and then ima-minus natin sa 180. So we will also yield 90 degrees. So next problem, solve for the right triangle. So where B is equal to 12 and A is 20 degrees. So find the missing sides and angle. So drawing natin dito. So kung ito yung A, B, C, B daw is 12. So ang C naman natin is 90 at ang angle A daw is 20 degrees. So pwede nating mahanap since meron tayong angle A, missing yung A, missing yung C, pwede nating hanapin yung side A. Paano mahanap yung side A? So, since may A tayo, may B, tsaka angle, tangent. So, tangent 20 degrees. Ang opposite natin is yung side A at yung, lagi ko lang dito, opposite is side A and yung adjacent natin is 12. So, ito magiging A is equal to tangent 20 degrees times 12. Times 12. Yan. So, A is equal to 4.36764288811. So, yan yung A. And then, since meron na tayong A, pwede natin mahanap yung C using Pythagorean. 4.367642811 squared plus 12 squared. So, ang C natin is 12.77013327. Okay? And then, kulang na lang is yung angle B. Since alam natin na ang property ng triangle is 180 degrees. Yung kanyang, tawag dito, yung kanyang mga angles. So, pwede natin gamitin 180 minus. Ano ba yung angle A? 20. And then, ano yung angle C? So, since angle C is right triangle, so 90 degrees yan. So, plus 90 degrees. So, ano makuha natin? 70 degrees. So, yan. Nakuha na natin yung angle ABC at meron na tayong side ABC. So, kumpleto na. Next is angle of elevation and depression. So, pag sinabi nating elevation, pataas. Pag depression naman, pababa at a certain horizontal. Let's say, from a point on the ground, 43 feet from the building, the angle of depression of the top of the building is 65. So, how high is the building? Okay, so meron daw point A sa ground. Etong point 8 na to is 43 feet away from the building. Yung angle of elevation from that point papunta dun sa tuktok ng building is 65 degrees. How high is the building? So dito dapat nakakagawa tayo ng triangle, no? So ito yung illustration niyan. Point A is 43 feet away from the building. And from point A, yung tuktok ng building is 65 degrees yung angle of elevation. So, tinatanong is yung height ng building. Okay? So, dito gagamit tayo ng mga trigonometric function. So, since ang hinahanap ay height, meron tayo dito. Pag tiningnan natin, triangle to. Meron tayong triangle. So, meron tayong height ang hinahanap given yung 43 feet tsaka ito, 65 degrees. Kung titingnan natin, meron tayong opposite side tsaka adjacent side. So, ano bang trigonometric function na may opposite side at adjacent side? At opposite side at adjacent nitong angle nito. So, we have tangent. No? So, tangent 65 degrees is equal to opposite, which is yun yung height natin. Malagay ko lang opposite over adjacent. So, hanapin lang natin yung O, which is ito yung height of the building. So, we have 92.21379,758 feet. Ayan, ganun lang kasimple. So, basta ang objective natin dito, magawa natin yung drawing na maayos. So, next, a wall 9 meter high casts a shadow 15 meter long. Find the angle which the ray of the sun make it with the horizontal. So, meron daw wall na 9 meter high. And then, nagcast daw siya ng shadow. So, this is 15 meters. Okay? So, hinahanap tong angle na to. So, since meron tayong angle na hinahanap, meron siyang opposite side tsaka adjacent side. So, anong pwede natin gamitin? Tangent ulit. So, tangent theta is equal to yung opposite over adjacent. So, kaya lang, para makuha yung angle, gagawin natin tong arctan. 9/15. So, makukuha natin dito is 30.96375653 degrees. Okay, next. From a point on a level ground 12 meter from the foot of the pole, the angle of elevation of the top of the pole is 20 degrees. So, find the height of the pole. So, ganun din, no? So, meron tayong tawag dito, ah, meron tayong angle. Ito yung kanyang adjacent side. Hinahanap yung opposite side niya. So, tangent ulit yung gagamitin natin. So, tangent 20 degrees, 10 minutes. Pwedeng i-convert nyo muna into degree decimal. Is equal to yung ating opposite side over 12 meters. This is not 12 cm. 12 meters lang. 12 meters to. So, tangent. So, yung height of the pole is equal to do sa ating opposite side. Pag sinulog natin to, may makuha tayong 4.407215,632 meters. Next, from a point 150 feet from the base of the building, the top and the base of the flagpole on the roof of the edge of the uh, on the roof edge have angles of elevation of 27 degrees 49 minutes and 21 degrees 42 minutes respectively. Find the height of the pole. So, pag dinrawing natin yan, meron daw building. Ito yung building. At from sa building, meron tayong pole. Ito yung pole. So, 150 meters. Tama ba? Meters? Feet pala. 150 feet away from the building. Ito yung point na yon. Yung angle ng base ng pole is 21.7 degrees. Tapos yung angle naman ng top ng pole is 27.8 degrees, around that. So, pero ito yung exact measurement. So, paano gagawin natin? Ang gawin natin, solve natin tong triangle na to, tong height ng triangle na to, and then next, solve natin yung height ng triangle na to. Yan. So, magkakaroon tayo ng height na malaki, then minus height na maliit. Ito yung height of pole. Yan. Okay? So, yan. So, paano natin siya isosolve? So, unahin natin muna yung maliit. So, yung 21 degrees. So, since ang hinahanap ay ito, opposite side, so tangent yan. No? So, tangent 21 degrees 21 degrees 42 minutes is equal to, lagyan natin height 1 over 150 feet. So, makuha natin yung height 1 na 59.69224984 feet. Next. So, tangent naman ng 27 degrees 49 minutes is equal to height 2, yung malaki. Ito, tawagin natin itong height 2 naman. Ito naman itong isa, height 1 yung kanina. Height 2 over 150 feet pa din. So, makuha natin dito, height 2 is equal to 79.141779936 feet. Okay? So, para makuha natin yung height of pole, so meron tayong height 2 minus height 1. So, pag minusin lang natin at makuha nating difference nito is 19.44954,952 feet. Yan. So, ito yung height nitong pole na to. 19.4, around 19.45. Okay? Okay. Continue tayo. Okay, next. Solution to obtuse naman. So, gagamit tayo dyan ng law of sine. So wherein A over sine A is equal to B over sine B is equal to C over sine C. And law of cosine, so we have C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cosine C. Or pwedeng B squared is equal to A squared plus C squared minus 2AB cosine B. Or A squared is equal to B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cosine A. So ako, isa lang ang tinatandaan ko dyan. Yung C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cosine C. So yan yung mga gagamitin natin. And dito, sa pagsusolve ng obtuse triangle, we have 4 cases. So case 1 muna tayo. Pagka given ay 2 angles and a side. So steps. So paano gagawin natin dyan? Kung dalawang angle yung given, isolve natin yung third angle using A plus B plus C is equal to 180 degrees. And then find the unknown side using the law of sines. Halimbawa, solve for the triangle which A is equal to 51.2 degrees, B is 48.6 degrees, and side B is 23.5. So una, edi hanapin natin yung missing angle, no? Angle C is equal to 180 degrees minus 51.2 degrees plus 48.6 degrees. So anong side C natin? 80.2, ay sorry, angle C natin is 80.2 degrees. So nasolve na natin. So how about the other sides? So we can use law of sine. Let's say, let's solve for side A. So A over sine A, ano bang A natin? So 51.2 degrees. So is equal to, given naman yung B. So B over sine B. Namin natin, 48.6 degrees. So, ang makuha natin na A is equal to 24.41564045. And then, yung sa C naman, side C, so we have C over sine, anong angle C natin? 80.2 degrees. So, pwede ulit natin gamitin yung sa B, 23.5 over sine 48.6 degrees. So, ang C natin, side C natin, is equal to 30.8715423. So, ganun lang kasimple. So, ito yung ating example. Sagot dyan. So, next, on a hill inclined at an angle of 14.2 degrees, with the horizontal stands a vertical tower. At point P, 62.5 meters down the hill from the foot of the tower, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 43.6. So, how tall is the tower? So, medyo mahirap itong i-drawing, no? So, dapat maintindihan natin kung paano siya i-drawing. So, una, so, ito yung ating tower, no? Yan. So, sabi, dun daw sa hill na inclined by, ilan? 14.2 degrees. Ito yon. May isang tore. So, ito yung tore. Yan. And then, yung tower na yon, 62.5 meters. So, ito yun, 62.5 meters downhill. So, dito yon, pababa nung hill na yon, itong point na to is 43.6 degrees yung angle of elevation dun sa tuktok ng tower. So, ngayon, paano natin to isosolve? Okay? So, hanapin natin yung other angle. So, paano natin ito mahanap? So, ito kasi automatic 90 degrees to. Kaya itong remaining na to, so 90 plus 14.2, edi yung remaining sa 180, 75.8. Itong part na to. Then, since itong angle na to, tsaka itong angle na to ay supplementary angle, meaning yung total nito is 180, edi ima-minus lang natin ito sa 180, makukuha na natin itong side na to. Okay? So, yun. So, ito namang side, itong angle na to, given naman. So, dalawa na yung given mo na angle, masasolve na natin itong angle na to using 180 degrees ulit. So, from that, separate natin itong triangle na to. Meron tayong isang side, pwede natin computein tong height ng tower. So, paano natin makukuha? So, hindi natin ito pwedeng basta gamitan ng sukatawa kasi ito ay obtuse. So, gagamit tayo ng sine law. Oh. So, makukuha natin yung angle C na 75. So, ito yung kanina kung paano nakuha yung other angles. Yan. So, nakuha na natin yung 32.2. Itong part na to dito. Okay? So, pwede natin makuha tong height na to, height ng tower, using sine law. So, A over yung opposite niya, which is angle A. And then, ang given ay ito, 62.5. At ang opposite niya ay 32.2. So, hindi natin alam to. But, ito lang naman yung hinanap. So, okay na tong equation na to. So, solving for A, we have 80.88410500653 meters. Okay? So, ganun lang siya. Medyo mahirap lang siya i-drawing, pero yun nga yung challenge. Kailangan maintindihan natin paano siya ma-drawing and madali na yung computation niya. So, next, case 2. So, given two sides and an opposite, one of them. So, this is an ambiguous case. So, pag sinabi nating ambiguous case, dalawa, no? So, may tatlong possibility yan. So, pwede kang makapag-construct ng dalawang triangle, pwedeng isang triangle lang, pwedeng walang triangle na ma-produce, no? Sa ambiguous case. So, ang gagawin natin dyan, kailangan malaman natin yung value ni sin B. So, sin B should be, if sin B is greater than 1, so wala tayong triangle na mapoproduce. So, kumbaga yung mga, ano natin, nakaganyan. So, hindi nag-form ng triangle. Pag naman sin B is equal to 1, so isa lang yung triangle na mapoproduce. At kapag ka sin B is less than 1, dalawa yung value ng B. So, isang greater than 90 at isang less than 90. Okay? So, dalawa yung mapoproduce natin. So, possibility A muna tayo. So, possibility 1, no solution. So, dalawa yung pwede natin gamitin. Bukod sa sin B, kung hindi natin alam yung angle B, pwede natin gamitin yung sides niya, tsaka sin A. So, if side A is less than B, side B times sin A, wala tayong triangle na mapoproduce. So, yun yung gagawin natin. I-check natin. Okay? So, check natin. So, check muna natin. So, sabi A is less than B sin A. So, makuha natin dito, 2.3 is less than 3.011087729. So, the statement is true. Therefore, wala tayong triangle na mapoproduce. Wala tayong solution. So, hindi na tayo magsosolve. No? Hindi na tayo mag-attempt to solve for the triangle kasi nga wala tayong triangle na mapoproduce. So, check din natin to. So, CB, yan, paano yan? Walang A. So, kung given naman si angle C, tsaka si side C, pwede yun yung ipalit natin dito kay A, tsaka kay angle A na to. Ibig sabihin, 5 is less than 10 times sine 33. So, 5 is less than 5.544639.035. Yan. So, meron tayo ngayon diyang statement na totoo. True yung statement. 5 is less than 5.44. So, there is no solution. Hindi na tayo mag-attempt to solve for the triangle. So, that's possibility 1. Possibility 2. So, there's only one solution. So, laging i-check muna natin, no, para malaman natin ilan bang triangle yung hinahanap natin. So, check muna natin to. So, A is equal to 4 times sine 30. So, mangyayari dito, 2 is equal to 2. So, Sabihin, may isang triangle, solve natin yon. So, pwede natin A over sine 30 degrees is equal to B over sine B. So, looking for angle B. So, yung angle B natin is equal to 90 degrees. So, and then, since meron tayong dalawang, tawag dito, dalawang angle, so, kunin na lang natin yung angle C. So, which is angle C is equal to 60 degrees. Yan. So, and then we can look for side C. So, using the sine law again. So, side C is equal to sine 60 degrees. Yan. So, therefore, side C is equal to 2 square root of 3. So, hindi ko na ginawang decimal. Yan. Next. So, possibility 2 pa rin tayo. So, i-check ulit natin. So, 42.32 is equal to 84.64 sine 30. So, which is ang lalabas dito, 42.32 is equal to 42.32. Ayan. So, true yung ating statement. So, isa lang yung triangle na hinahanap. So, gamitan natin ng sine law ulit. So, 42.32 over sine. Ang A natin is 30 degrees. Then, meron tayong side B, 84.64 sine B. Therefore, angle B is equal to 90 degrees. And again, we can look for angle C using itong 180 degrees. So, angle C is 60 degrees. Okay? And lastly, hanapin natin yung side C. So, side C is equal to side C over sine 60 degrees. So, side C is equal to 73.3003918. Yeah. So, kumpleto na yung mga missing side and angles ng ating triangle. Next, possibility 3. So, sa possibility 3, so magkakaroon daw tayo dito ng dalawang triangle. Okay. So, gamitin natin to. Check natin. So, B, sabi daw B sine A is less than A is less than B. Okay? So, solve natin tong part na to. So, ang answer dito is 41.50327677 is less than 48.25 is less than 78.32. Which is tama naman yung statement natin. So, 41.5 is less than 48 and 48 is less than 78. So, dalawa ang hinahanap nating triangle. So, paano mangyayari yon? So, una, using the given, hanapin natin ano ba yung pwede nating mahanap. So, since meron tayong side A, angle A, side B, so pwede natin makuha yung angle B using sine law. So, makuha natin yung angle B. So, which is 59.33584.878 degrees. And then, ang gagawin natin dito, ima-minus natin. So, 180 minus 59.33584.878 degrees, makukuha natin itong 120. Which is, yan yung isang angle, no? Magkakaroon tayo ng B prime. No? So, ibig sabihin, merong common angle na 32, tapos magkakaroon tayo ng dalawang angle B, tapos magkakaroon din tayo ng dalawang angle C para makapag-produce tayo ng dalawang triangle. So mamaya i-illustrate ko kung ano yung itsura ng dalawang triangle. But for now, sundin natin itong procedure na to. So again, 180 minus itong angle B na to, makukuha natin itong angle B prime. No? So solve muna natin si angle B. So pwede nating isolve si side C. So 32 plus yung B muna plus C is equal to 180 degrees. Makukuha natin yung angle C na 88.6641512 degrees. Then, isolve natin naman si C prime. No, C prime. Lagyan natin ito ng C prime. Kasi B prime yung ginamit natin, 120 degrees naman. So, ang C prime natin dito is 27.335848878. Okay? So, meron na tayong angle A. Wala tayong A prime kasi yung angle A, that's their common angle nung dalawang triangle na yon. And then, meron tayong angle B, B prime, angle C, and C prime. So, si A, B, tsaka C, sila yung magkaka-partner. And then, meron din pa rin tayong isang triangle na A, B prime, C prime. So, hanapin natin yung angle C muna para kay A, B, C. Sorry, side C pala. So, looking for side C using the sine law. So, kaya dito, since meron naman tayong side B, kulang na lang natin yung side C. So, ito yung A, side A, angle A, side C, and then angle C. Yan. So, makuha natin yung side C na 91.026857. And then, gagawin ulit natin yan. So, since sabi ko nga, common itong side A na to, tsaka itong angle A na to para sa dalawa nating triangle. So, C prime yung gagamitin natin dito. C prime yung hinahanap natin na angle. Side. C prime na side. So, gagamitin nating angle dyan is yung C prime na angle. Okay? So, makukuha natin is 41.81139.420. So, nakuha na natin yung so, meron tayong side A, side B, side C. Yan. Tapos, ito yung kanilang mga angle, no? Angle A, angle B, angle C. Para naman dun sa isa, side A, and then side B, common din yan. Or magkasing haba. Pwedeng hindi sila nag-share ng isang side. Pwedeng magkasing haba yung side nila. And then, nasa niya yung side C. So, side C. Then, meron tayong angle A, angle B prime, tsaka angle C prime. So, to illustrate that, so, ito po yun. So, yung dalawa nating triangle. So, asan yun? So, ito yung, so, we have 48.25 tsaka 32. Ito yung 48.25. Yan. Tapos, ito, 32 to. No? 32 degrees. Yan. So, ito, so, kung titingnan natin itong triangle na to muna, so, yun yung opposite niya, 32. And then, sa isa naman triangle, ito yun. Yan. Yan. So, kaya itong 48.25, ito yung opposite niya dito sa blue. Sa red naman, ito yung opposite niya. So, 32 degrees. Yun, same yung kanilang angle. Pero, pag tiningnan natin, yung side B, angle B is 59.3. Yung isa naman, 120 degrees. So, kaya etong triangle na to, ito ay para dito, ito yung kanyang opposite side. Tapos, ito namang malaking to, ito naman yung kanyang opposite side. Okay? And then, ito na lang yung kanilang mga side C. Or angle C pala rather. So, ganun yung nangyayari sa obtuse. So, dito, nag-share sila ng same side. So, isa pa. So, i-check ulit natin. So, i-check natin kung true yung statement. So, 30.5 sine 54.2 degrees is less than 25.2 is less than 30.5. So, makikita natin dito, so ano kayang sagot nito? So, ang answer is 24.73, 744,648 is less than 25.2 is less than 30.5. So, true yung statement natin. Okay? So, pwede na tayo mag-proceed. Since true yung statement natin, dalawa yung inaano natin, no? Dalawa yung triangle. Okay? So, tingnan natin. So, missing, since sa given natin A, side B, angle A, pwede natin makuha yung angle B using the sine law, which is 70.00526,155 degrees. And then, ima-minus lang natin to sa 180, makukuha natin yung B prime na 100.9947385 degrees. So, hanapin natin yung angle C using yung 180 degrees natin. Makukuha natin siya na 46.79473845 degrees. And then yung C prime naman natin, so kung B prime, yung ginamit natin, C prime yung makukuha natin. So yung C prime natin na 24.80526151 degrees. So, kunin natin yung side C using sine law and yung nahanap natin na angle C. Makuha natin is 22.64732412. And then, kunin natin yung angle C. Sorry. Side C prime using angle C prime. So, makuha natin yung C prime, side C prime na 13.03509406. Okay? So, makikita natin, ito naman yung ating dalawang triangle. So, they have the same side A na 20.02. So, ito yung similar nila na angle na 54.2. Yan, 54.2 to. So, 54.2 degrees. And then, ito yung B and B prime nila. No? Tapos, syempre, magkakaroon tayo dito ng C tsaka C prime. Okay? And also, they have a side B prime, tsaka side C, tsaka side C prime. Ayan. So, next is case 3 naman tayo. So, tapos na tayo sa case 2, yung tatlong possibility. Case 3 naman, given two sides and included angle. So, ano yung gagawin dyan? Hanapin natin yung third side using the law of cosine and the values between using the law of sine. So, pag sinabi natin included angle, paano natin magagamit tong case 3? Pag halimbawa, given tong side na to, given tong side na to, given tong angle na to. Yan. So, included, ibig sabihin yung angle nasa pagitan ng dalawang given na side. So, pwede natin magamit tong case 3. So, diba? So, for the triangle which A is equal to 24, C is equal to 32, and B is equal to 64. So, kung idodrawing nyo yan, mas makikita agad natin, no? So, let's say this is A, B, C. So, A is equal to 24, C is equal to 32, and B is equal to 64. So from the drawing, makikita natin na yung angle ay nasa pagitan ng dalawang side. So that's an included angle. So, edi pwede nating isolve using law of cosine. So missing yung side B. So, edi B squared is equal to 24 squared plus 32 squared minus 2 times 24 times 32 cosine 64. Yan. So, B is equal to 30.44112216. So, yan yung ating side B. So, kinuha na natin yung square root ni B squared. So, since meron na tayong mga sides, pwede natin kunin yung, halimbawa, let's say, let's look for angle A. So, using sine law. So, kung hinanap natin itong angle A, so, ang opposite niya is 24. Tapos, gamitin natin si angle B. At ang opposite side niya is yung nakuha natin. So, makuha natin na angle A is 45.12239.627. Tapos, using yung 180 degrees, makukuha natin yung C na 70.87760.373 degrees. Okay? So, next, on a particular day, the distance between the Earth at E to the Sun at S was 9.72 times 10 to the 7 miles. And the distance from the Mars at M to the Sun at S was 1.4 times 10 to the 8 miles. If the angle between the line segment ES and MS are 59, what is the distance between the Earth and the Mars on that day? Let's say, bigay lang ako dito ng ano. So this is, let's say, Sun, this is Earth, this is Mars. So sabi, the distance of Earth to Sun is 9.2 times 10 to the 7. The distance from the Mars to the Sun is 1.4 times 10 to the 8. And yung angle between ES, so angle dito, tsaka MS is 59 degrees. So nakabuo tayo ngayon ng triangle. Okay? Meron tayong triangle. So hinahanap is distance between Earth and Mars. So ibig sabihin, EM squared is equal to yung 9.2 times 10 to the 7 squared plus 1.4 times 10 to the 8 squared minus 2 times 9.2 times 10 to the 7 times 1.4 times 10 to the 8 cosine 59. So EM is equal to 121,641,354.8 miles. And then, yun lang naman yung hinahanap. Pero we can find the angle, yung angle ng A. Ano ba yung angle ng A? So, 9.2. So, tingnan natin. So, yung angle ng Mars, tsaka angle, so, ito yung angle A na sinasabi. Ito na yung angle B na isa. Sorry, angle C pala ang tinawag dito. Angle C. Doon sa ginawa ko. So, makuha natin yung angle A using sine law and yung angle C naman using 180 degrees. Okay, next. Case 4, last case for the obtuse triangle. So, given three sides. So, pagka given yung three sides, gagamit tayo nitong cosine law para mahanap yung angle and then gagamit tayo ng sine law para mahanap naman yung mga missing angles. So, halimbawa, find the angles of the triangle whose sides are A is equal to 13, B is equal to 11, and C is equal to 9. So, pwede nating hanapin yung yung angle A using cosine A. So, 11 squared plus 9 squared minus 13 squared over 2 times 11 times 9. So, mahanap natin cosine A. No? So, ito, i-arctan natin. No? Hindi natin ito isi-shift solve. I-arctan. Kung halimbawa, kinuha nyo to, nag-shift solve kayo, makukuha nyo dito decimal. Tapos i-arc cosine nyo, not arctan. Arc cosine. Kasi cosine to. So, gagamitan nyo ng arc cosine and then yung answer dito. So, ano ba ang answer dito sa 11 squared na to? 11 squared plus 9 squared minus 13 squared over 2 times 11 times 9. So, ang answer dito is, magiging answer kasi dito, cosine A is equal to 0.1666. Ayan, continuous to. So, para mahanap yung angle A, so i-arc cosine natin. No? So, arc cosine answer. So, lalabas tong 80.40. So, same with angle B. Since meron na tayo isang angle, pwede na tayong gumamit ng sine law. Or kung gusto nyo cosine law ulit, gamit naman yung ibang angle. Pwede yun. So, since meron na tayong isang angle, so we have the side A, angle A, side B, angle B. So, hinanap natin yung angle B using sine law. Makuha natin itong 56.544988843. And then lastly, pwede natin gamitin tong 180 degrees para mahanap yung angle C. C is equal to 43.0490798. So, nakuha na natin yung mga missing angles. Nakalimutan ko itong lagyan ng degrees. Ayan. So, next, so find the angles of the triangle. Yun din pala yun. And the triangular field has a sides of lengths 212, 255, and 168. So, determine the angles and the area of the field. Yan. So, dito hindi sinabi kung alin yung mga A, B, C. So, lagyan na lang natin A, B, C. So, si A ay ginawa nating 212. Si B ay ginawa nating 255. At si C ay nilagay natin na 168. So, kaya ang cosine A natin is 40.8820911149 using the cosine law. And then, since we have one angle, pwede na natin kunin yung another angle using sine law. So, we have, so dito naman, uh, mali ata ko ng assignment. Ano to? 2, A squared. A squared pala yung alam. So, this is mali pala ako ng pag-assign dito. So, this is 255. Ay, hindi. Ito yung 255. Ano ba? Ito ay B pala to. 2BC. Okay, mali ako. So, B natin is 212. Ang A natin is 168 at ang C natin is 255. So, doon ko pala siya na-assign using this cosine law. Okay, so this is side A, this is angle A, and then this is side B, tapos angle B. So, looking for angle B, 55.68211798. And then, using yung 180 degrees ulit natin, mahanap natin yung side C naman. Angle C na 83.43579088 degrees. So, yan. And we're down to the last part, which is spherical trigonometry. This only short lang naman to. So, may konti tayong definition. Sphere, a closed surface all of whose points are equidistant from a fixed point called center. Yung radius natin, line segment connecting the center to any point of the sphere, and diameter, segment of a straight line passing through the center of the sphere and terminated by the surface. So meron tayong spherical triangle. The portion of the surface of the sphere bounded by the arcs, the bounding arcs are called the sides, and vertices of the spherical angles are called the vertices of the spherical triangle. So makita natin dito yung spherical triangle. So may curve siya, no? Curve yung ating triangle. Gawa yung curve yung surface ng sphere natin. And ang isang problem lang naman dyan is finding the area of the spherical triangle. So yung surface area of the sphere. is radius nun, 4/3 pi r squared. So, yung area of a spherical triangle given a sphere is proportional to the spherical excess. So, area is equal to pi r squared E over 180 degrees, where E is the spherical excess. So, ano yon? It is the amount by which the sum of the angles of spherical triangle exceeds 180 degrees. Kasi nga, since spherical yan, at curve yung ating triangle, more than 180 degrees na yung angle ng triangle. No? Nung spherical triangle natin. So, paano lang siya isolve? So, given itong mga angles ng spherical triangle natin at yung radius, hanapin natin yung area. So, area. So, ang gagamitin natin. So, itong formula na to. So, yung radius and then, i-add lang natin yung angles niyan. And makikita natin, 60 plus 70 plus 90, that's 220. So, magma-minus tayo ng 180. Ang spherical excess natin is 40 degrees. So, itong mga to ay 40 degrees yung spherical excess. So, solving for that, we have 69.813170008 meters squared. So, huwag kakalimutan yung unit. So, that's the end of trigonometry.